hey. How's everybody doing? Hey, girl, what's going on?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Happy day.
Oh, my. Oh, happy day.
Good
Serious
morning.
happy day. What's going on? How have you been? How's everything going?
Good. Everything is amazing. Amazing. Thank God. Everything has been really, really good.
Really
How
good.
have you
I've been good. I've been good. A little bit under the weather, but you can hear that in my
been?
voice and my tone. But I did this thing called the NAD yesterday.
What is
That's my
that?
first time doing it. It's like a cell recharge, reconstruct, whatever they call it. But
You always finding one of those things. Now, what?
yes, girl, it's so good. It's so good. It's so like women. It's so good because a lot of people don't drink water.
Yeah,
And
99.
because of that, you need. I love the IV situation. I just do.
Mhm.
Drip me, drip me. The only thing I don't like is the poking. But
Oh,
other than that, put some water in my system.
mm.
And they have the one with the glutathione and vitamin C, and they have the vitamin D, B12, and all of that. So I'm like, yeah, put that in me.
Oh my
Because
God.
when they do that, it's more than, huh?
I need that.
Yes. I'll be in there like reading my book and just be going through. Girl, I be feeling replenished.
Oh my God.
Well, I feel so good. And I don't have to, you can do it once a week. You can do it, it's natural. So glutathione is something that we were all born with. So this, hey guys, welcome.
Like, don't get me started. That will be
Welcome, ladies and
for another day. Get you started on glutathione and all the
gentlemen.
benefits and all the good stuff.
Girl, my YouTube page, he was still ask Rashida, are you still on the glutathione patch? Are you still on the I'm on the IV and the drip, honey. This thing is so good.
Wow.
It brings life back into you. And when we talk about self-care,
Yeah.
that's part of what I've added to
It's
my
super.
self-care. I've added that to my life.
Yes.
It's just so good. It just replenishes my energy, like just
Yeah.
bring me back to life again. And
It's
it's so amazing because when you continue with that, it's like you become ageless. Like you're not even
mm,
aging at all because and then these things help you to avoid like you don't have to be worrying about immunity and oh my God, I don't have enough vitamin C in me. I don't have all the junk that they have us thrown in our mouth.
literally.
Yeah, this one goes right into your bloodstreams and just
And
do
then
what
you
you.
know it's working. You feel it working, all that good stuff. That's awesome.
But I've never done the NAD yesterday.
Okay.
I've never done that before. So the doctor was like, he said it just like this, the doctor. He said, do you want me to kick your ASS? I said, kick my what? He said, this one is the ass kicker. I was like, really? NAD? Okay, let me try it. Girl, it is well.
And you felt like you felt
It
good.
was, it was like the moment he poked, the moment he just, how it drips like that.
Yeah, yeah.
The moment he did that, it went all on my head. Came back. I was like, he says, no, I'm gonna lower it down. I'm gonna lower the drip. He said, because my veins are very, very skinny. He said, I'm gonna lower it so it's not. And I was like, oh, but I'm feeling. He said, yeah, you're gonna feel this one. He said, because a lot of people give the real small, um, what is it, milligrams? They don't give you the enough that's gonna work. He was like, when you leave my chair, you gonna know you done been through something.
Research that and see what is it? Like what is it?
All I can say, I keep saying it's amazing.
It's amazing, but what is it?
All I can say is amazing. Let me read it real quick. So while you are welcoming everybody,
Yes.
yeah,
Welcome, guys. Okay, while you're researching that, welcome, guys. I mean, you already know that our goal, our focus is to inspire and elevate your mind so that we can attain the best that life has to offer, right? And even NAD is enabling, it's you're learning all these things and how can you life. you live your best life, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
sis, let's talk. If you are not a part of our family, if you are not subscribed to our channel,
Yeah.
the time to do so right now to
Yeah.
subscribe. We're reading the book while sis is looking for the NAD info. Of Getting Rich by Wallace Waddles. And it's been very insightful, right? It's been because at the end of the day, we all want, well, maybe not everybody, but majority of the people find it where they are. But majority of people want to live a life of abundance, right? And how can we make sure that we are not the ones hindering?
Mhm.
How can we make sure that we're working hard, we're doing all these different things, but how can we make sure that our mind is not working against us?
Against us. Ooh.
You know, how can we make sure that our mind is in line, is
Mm.
aligned with the promises that God has already set forth? Right? Like a lot of times, a lot of people get so lost and focused on, oh, the universe is not God. You're focused on all the wrong things because some people have a different way of calling their God, right? We all have a different way of calling our God. So
Mhm.
you need to find what works for you. If universe works for somebody, let them have that. You
Mhm.
know your source is God,
Mhm.
right? Your source is God, and He has certain promises for us.
Yeah.
Our God is a God of abundance. Our
Mhm.
God is a God that says, "Let there be light," and there's light. And then He said He has created us in His image, meaning we can speak to something, and we also can manifest that thing.
Yeah.
Right. So that's really what our entire channel is about, is really to just encourage and inspire
That's
the
right.
next woman, the next man, the next boy, the next girl
Mhm.
to live their best life and for
Yeah,
us to manifest the greatness that God has called us to manifest.
that's right. That's right. That's right. Thank you for that. So y'all heard Koiny. If you haven't already joined our family, do that. I'm gonna run this real quick by you guys just to show you what I got done.
Yes. Are you gonna share it on something?
Yeah, 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 most definitely. It was just saying what are the three
Sis
benefits.
is putting us up on game because when I tell you that there is nothing that she will find it. If it's something that's going to enhance your body in some way, or your skin is gonna find it. So let's tune in on this game right here.
Oh
And
my God. So, yeah, it's on mine. Okay, so let me just share it with you. Let me present it. Share screen. So for years, I've literally been talking to people about glutathione, not for the fact that it helps your skin, but also that it helps. It's the mother of all these vitamins. That's the creme de la creme. The creme de la creme of it all is just so amazing. So I've been taking that with vitamin C for a while. And then I realized that the person I was going to was just giving me like doggone 100 milligram. And that was just nearly nothing.
oh wow.
So, so eventually I now went to another person that I found someone else who was giving me a real good dosage. So I hope you see what it says, the 10 benefits, the 10
Mhm.
significant therapeutic benefits of NAD. So it says addiction recovery. I ain't addicted to that. So
Right.
pain
Thank God.
management, improvement of cognitive functions. It boosts your energy. It improves athletic performance. So a lot of people who are sports or you're
Yeah, I need to
very,
check
very
that out with
active,
son.
you know,
Yeah.
it's really good for that. Weight management, aid in the management of rosacea and dermatitis if you have that issue, delay onset of chronic lifestyle diseases,
Mm.
help counteract the effect of nutrient deficiency,
Wow.
improve overall well-being,
Mm.
improve overall well-being. So then I because when the doctor was telling me, he was like, "That right there is the ultimate." I was like, "What do you mean?"
Wow.
And when he showed me, I was like, "No, no, no! I got to get this." And when I got it, it was like the best thing ever. So it says it helped turn back the biological age of your body.
Wow.
It reduces pain. It increases energy. It boosts your metabolism. It improves mental clarity and your mood. Okay, it provides an overall wellness boost to healthy individuals. It contributes to better athletic performance, greater endurance, and faster recovery. And it provides a promising therapy for those suffering from addiction, depression, or neurocognitive disorders. Rashida, I did it for improved mental clarity
I
and
know that's like you picked the one you wanted to work for. Like for me, I'm like, oh, for my son, like he feels
yes, yes, they
just
do
like
that. Yeah, they do that a lot. So, and I was looking at these are not the ones I use. I've never used all this stuff, so don't think I'm telling you come and use this. I got the IV
right.
because I needed it to go into my bloodstreams, and it says cannot help. NAD can help improve cognitive function, reduce anxiety and depression, improve sleep quality,
Nice.
help reduce inflammation, help boost energy level, improve your skin health, protect the brain from neurodegenerative disease. All of it, like if you have this, if you have something that can do all this, why not just
Why
look
not?
into it?
Yeah.
Look into it. You know, it's a preliminary study show that NAD plus boosters or supplementation can result in health benefits and delayed sign of aging. So it took care. It's just it was just amazing,
That
and I
is
was grateful to have gotten it yesterday for the first time, so I can literally tell people how it felt. And
yeah.
trust me, oh my, it is well.
That is
It is well.
I have to get that person's information if they have somewhere
It
near
is
me.
well. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm, I'm even thinking about something. I'm going to share that with you later. But I see that a lot of what's going on with anxiety in women and not being able to focus and all of that. It's all the chemicals that are in the food that we're eating, chemicals
Absolutely.
that are sprayed on the fruits and stuff like that that we're eating, the lack of water we're not drinking. It's just so much that we're
So
doing to
much.
our body and damaging it. So when you have something like this, it's able to regenerate, everything has been lost.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you don't have to do it often, but it's good. I mean, I would recommend like someone do it once a month. Once a month, maybe some people they just do it one time and they now continue to get the B12 and the vitamin D, vitamin and
Right. And they're good.
they're
That's so
good.
amazing.
They're
That's
good.
really good.
Right. So we're gonna get into what we're gonna be talking to you guys about. Really exciting. When Courtney saw it, she was really excited. I'm really excited. It says how riches come to you.
Yes.
How riches come to you. Isn't
How?
that the
How
ultimate?
riches
What else? What else do you
what
need?
else? Yeah. How riches come to you? Who doesn't want to learn that? You know what I'm
Like,
saying? Like who doesn't want to learn that? And we want to learn it. You don't want to have to rob, steal, and kill and do all this other crazy stuff.
hustling,
Just
hustling.
yeah, you want to hustle, bustle, and work yourself into the to 6 feet under.
Just
How
to be
can we
able to
work less but make more?
just to get this money,
Yes. How can we work less but make more money?
make more money.
How can we make money while we're on a golf course? You know what I'm saying? And sometimes, a lot of times, it has to do with with your mindset and
And that's what we've been saying. That's what we've been saying. So I'm gonna have so okay. So we're gonna get right into it so that you guys don't, because we have a few more minutes with you all.
yeah.
So I'm going to read the first two, and then my love is going to read the rest.
Um,
All right. So it says, when I say that you do not have to drive sharp bargains, I do not mean that you do not have to drive any bargains at all, or that you are above the necessity for having any dealings with other people. I
mhm.
mean that you will not need to deal with them unfairly. You don't need to deal with people unfairly. Coin, you just said that. You don't need to deal with people unfairly. You don't need to do the wrong things to get what you desire and what you need in life. It says you do not have to get something for nothing. You
Mhm.
can give to every person more than you take from them. You cannot give a person more in cash value than you take from them, but you can give them more in use value than the cash value of the thing you take from them. The paper, ink, and other material in this book may not be worth the money you pay for it, but if the ideas in this book bring you thousands of dollars, you have not been wronged by those who sold it to you. They have given you a great use value for a small cash value. That's good. Let us suppose that I own a picture which in any civilized community is worth thousands of dollars. I take it to Baffin Bay and by salesmanship induce an Eskimo to give a bundle of furs worth $500 for it. I have really wronged him because he has no use for the picture. It has no use value to him. It will not add to his life. Did you get that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, don't give to people what don't even. Okay. So, but suppose I give him a gun worth $50 for his furs. Then he has made a good bargain. He has used for the he has use for the gun. It would get him more furs and much food. It would add to his life in every way. It will make him rich. When you rise from the competitive to the creative plane, you can scan your business transactions very strictly.
Mm.
If you see that you are selling a person anything that does not add more to his life than the thing he gives you in exchange, you can afford to stop it. You do not have to beat anybody in business. And if you are in a business which does beat people, get out of it at once. Give people more in use value than you take from them in cash value.
Mm.
Then you are adding to the life of the world with every business transaction. If you have people working for you, you must take from them more in cash value than you pay them in wages.
Mm.
But you can organize your business so that it will be filled with the principle of advancement. Thus, each employee who wishes to do so may advance a little every day. You can make your business do for your employees what this book is doing for you. You can conduct your business so that it will be a ladder by which every willing employee may climb to riches himself. And it is not your fault if they do not accept the opportunity. Even though you can cause your riches to come out of the formless substance which permeates all of your environment, meaning that it's all around you.
Mm.
It does not follow that your fortune will immediately take shape from the atmosphere and come into being before your eyes. If you want a sewing machine, for instance, I would suggest that before you impress the thought of a sewing machine on the thinking substance, you first make sure the image of the sewing machine is clearly formed in your head.
Mm.
Did you hear that? Before you even pray, ask for the sewing machine. Make sure it's fully formed in your head.
Mm.
If you want a sewing machine, hold the mental image of it with the most positive certainty that it is being made or is on its way to you. After once forming the thought, have the most absolute and unquestioning faith that the sewing machine is coming. Never think of it or speak of it without feeling confident that it will arrive. Claim it as already yours. My God, that's good. It will be brought to you by the power of the supreme intelligence acting upon the mind of mankind. If you live in Maine, it may be that a person will be brought from Texas or Japan to engage in some transaction which will result in your getting what you want.
Mm.
If so, the whole matter will be as much to that person's advantage as it is to yours.
Mm.
Do not forget for a moment that the thinking substance is in everything. communicating with everything, and able to influence everything.
Mm.
The desire of the thinking substance for more life and better living has caused the creation of all the sewing machines that have ever been made.
Mm.
And it can cause the creation of millions more. It will do so whenever people set it in motion by desire and faith and by acting in a certain way. You can certainly have a sewing machine in your house. You can have anything you want as long as you use it for the advancement of your own life and the lives of others. You need not hesitate about asking largely. I'm going to repeat that.
That
You
part.
need
Read that
not,
again.
you need not hesitate about asking largely. It is your Father's pleasure to give you the kingdom. The original substance wants to live as much as possible in you. If it wants you to have all that you can or will use for the living of the most abundant life, your faith becomes invincible if you fix upon your consciousness the fact that the desire you feel for the possessions of riches is one with the desire of the supreme power for more complete expression. Once I saw a little boy sitting at a piano and vainly trying to bring harmony out of the keys. I saw that he was grieved and provoked by his inability to play real music. I asked him why he was unhappy, and he answered, I can feel the music in me, but I can't make my hands go right. The music in him was the urge of the original substance, containing all the possibilities of all life. All that there is of music was seeking expression through the child. I'm going to allow you to. You can go ahead and read. You can start yours.
So, ours is a bit different.
It's okay. It's still the same, but it's good.
Seeking instructions through the child.
When you go to God, the one substance.
So, God, the one substance, is trying to live and do and enjoy things through humanity.
Mm,
He
mm,
is saying, I want hands to build wonderful structures, to play divine harmonies, to paint glorious pictures. I want feet to run my errands, eyes to see my beauties,
mm,
tongues to tell mighty truths and sing marvelous songs, and so on.
mm,
All that there is of okay, all that there is of possibility is seeking expression through people.
mm,
God wants those who can play music to have pianos and every other instrument and to have the means to cultivate their talent to the fullest extent. He wants those who can appreciate beauty to be able to surround themselves with beautiful
mm.
things.
Praise God.
He
Praise.
wants those who can discern truth to have every opportunity to travel and observe.
Mm,
He wants those who can appreciate dress to be beautifully clothed, and those who can appreciate good food to be
oh,
luxurious
Lord.
fed. Hello.
That's
He
my that's my
wants these
guy.
things because it is himself that enjoys and appreciates them. They
Mm,
are his creation. It
mm.
is God who wants to play and sing and enjoy beauty and
Jesus.
proclaim truth and wear fine clothes and eat
Mm,
good food.
mm,
It is God that worketh in you
mm,
to will and to do, said the apostle Paul. The
mm,
desire you feel for riches
mm,
is the infinite seeking to express himself in you as he
mm,
sought to find expression in the little boy at the piano.
mm,
So you need not hesitate to act largely.
mm.
Your part is to focus on and express that desire to God.
Mhm.
This is a difficult point with most people. They retain something of the old idea that poverty and self-sacrificing are pleasing to God.
Mm.
They look upon poverty as part of the plan, a necessity for nature. They have the idea that God has finished his work and made all that he can make, and that the majority of people must stay poor because there is not enough to go around.
Mm.
They hold to so much of the erroneous thought that they feel ashamed to ask for wealth.
Mm.
They try not to want more than a very modest competence,
Mhm.
just enough to make them fairly comfortable.
Mhm.
I recall now the case of one student who was told that he must get in mind a clear picture of the things he desired, so that the creative thought of them might be impressed on formless substance.
Mm.
He was a very poor man, living in a rented house and having only what he earned from day to day.
Mhm.
And he could not grasp the fact that all wealth was his.
Mm.
So, after thinking the matter over, he decided that he might reasonably ask for a new rug for the floor of his best room and a coal stove to heat the house during the cold weather. Following the instructions given in this book, he obtained these things in a few months. And then it dawned upon him that he had not asked enough.
Really?
Went to the house in which he lived and planned all the improvements he'll like to make in it. He mentally added a bay window here and a room there until it was complete in his mind as his ideal home.
Mm.
And he planned its furnishing.
Mm.
Holding the whole picture in his mind, he began living in a certain way and moving towards what he wanted.
Mm.
And he owns the house now and is rebuilding it after the form of his mental image.
Mm.
Now, with still larger faith, he's going on to get greater things. It has been unto him according to his faith. So it is with you
Mm.
and with all of us.
Mm. 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 Mm.
That right there is the mic drop. That right there, it has been unto him according to his faith.
According to his faith. So what do you believe in? What's your belief?
What's your belief?
What's your belief?
What are you believing? What are you trusting God for? What are you looking for God to do?
And just hold on to that.
Just and plant that image in your head and see it and visualize it. See it and visualize it.
It may not happen today. It may not happen next week. It may not happen next month. But it says, be sure that it will happen. Be sure that be confident
That it will happen.
that it will happen. Meaning that God is cooking it up. Like when you are cooking, you can't just take meat, pepper, everything, just throw it together and close it up and it's cooked.
Exactly.
You have to first boil meat, season that. That's done.
Exactly.
Grind the pepper, then take the pepper, cook the pepper. God is planning it all out.
He's working it all out.
Working
And then
it
another
out.
thing is, you think of a farmer and he plants this seed, whether it's potato, whether it's apple, whether it's whatever it is, right?
Knowing
The
for
first
sure.
time he probably planted the seed, he was probably like, who knows when this thing is gonna grow? But then, okay, I'll just plant it. They said plant, put water. Okay, I'll do it. But then after he's done it so many times, he knows it's gonna grow. He knows in how long it's gonna grow.
So,
He knows. So faith is something you build on gradually. It's
Right.
something that you plant the seed, and once you plant it, you know that, okay, I'm gonna water it. I know it needs this amount of sunlight. It needs this. He's not planting it today and expecting it to start growing today.
yeah. Ain't no doggone abracadabra.
No. So, and we need to stop getting out of this abracadabra, quick, fast. I want it now. Because it's not always going to be like that.
It's
So
how
There's
And
something
sometimes it can, but it's not going to always be like that.
not always gonna be like that. You will have certain instances where it's like, oh, it was, oh my God, I just prayed for this yesterday, and wow.
Yeah, like deja vu. Oh my God.
But not everything is gonna be like that,
Yeah.
right? It's gonna take us planting and walking in faith and knowing,
Mhm.
knowing the power that you have.
Mhm.
No,
Mhm.
something happened last 2 weeks ago, and I was a bit anxious about it,
Mhm.
and I remember I was talking to God, and you have to talk to yourself every day. You have to renew your mind every day. And I
Yeah.
remember I was just talking to myself, and I calmed myself down. I was like, no, like literally self-therapy, right? I'm therapizing myself. But no,
Oh,
I had to
oh,
myself and like understanding my worth and what I bring to the table, and not letting the things come in your mind and it
of
makes you
course.
question yourself
Mhm.
and all this
Mhm.
stuff. But
Mhm.
just knowing and just talking to yourself, and
Yeah.
God
Yeah.
soothe me, comfort me,
Yeah.
and da, 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 da. And when everything played out, it was like half of the time we're overthinking it. Half of the time it's not even exactly what we thought it was. And sometimes if you act on your emotion at that particular time, you will end up making mistakes.
Yeah.
So when you're having those kind of feelings like that, you're anxious about something, and
Mhm.
you just pray. And I think one verse that just kept singing, coming to me, is like, don't be anxious about anything, but in
And
everything,
all
prayer
things.
and
Yeah.
supplication, make
Yeah.
your requests known to God.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, and that's really where the word of God comes in. And anyways, I don't know how I got
Yeah.
into that,
No,
but
it's so good. So good. Because that's just
feeling something about something, you're anxious about something, you want this thing. We also have to put in, God's word, and we have to trust the process, and we have to remember what his word says, and saying, God, I'm not going to be anxious about anything, but in
yeah.
everything, I'm going to trust you that you
Yeah.
have my best interest at
Yeah.
heart, that
Yeah.
you know exactly what I want, right? Because we've already asked, and we've
Yeah.
asked largely.
Mhm. He
Sis,
says, ask largely. Stop putting God in a box of he can do this, but he can't do this. It's too big for him to do. Or no, it's you that's actually not ready to receive such a large thing.
that's it.
It's you that's talking yourself out of that large thing.
Mm,
And the thing is, that's why you have to work your mind, work yourself to a place where, and the vibration to a place where you want to be. You want to be here and not drop. You want to be here.
right,
So begin to work yourself, work your mind to be in here. What does it take to be here? What do I need? You need
right.
to be more confident. What? Okay. So let me say this. So there's some people they're like, they want to hand around big guests. I said, please, who's the big guest?
Ah,
Who is the big girls? What does that mean?
right,
I said, okay, you want to do bigger and better things for yourself. So you want
right,
to hang around women that are doing bigger and better things for themselves. So the thing is, you have to first of all work within yourself.
right.
What are you bringing to the table? What are you doing?
What are you
What
doing?
are they doing? How are
Right.
they living? How are they carrying themselves? You got to start that.
Yeah.
You got to see yourself doing that first. I love when it said here that before you even ask for the sewing machine, you got to literally see the sewing machine. See the sewing machine. What benefit is that sewing machine going to be to you and then to others?
Right.
What benefit? Okay, I'm going to use that sewing machine to make some curtains. I'm going to use it to make some clothes for myself. You know what? I probably can use it to make clothes for other people
Exactly.
and get paid.
Right.
You understand? So there's nothing that's off the charts for God. I think the only thing that'll be off the charts for him will be that you're wishing another person something that you wouldn't wish yourself.
Right.
And if you do that, you best believe that what you're wishing somebody else is going to definitely come to you.
Of course.
So if you wish someone well is going to come to you. If you wish someone bad, that's what's going to come to you.
Exactly.
That's what's going to come to you. So I'm reading here and I'm loving the fact that it's talking about there's nothing that God cannot do. I love what Konya said earlier that, people talking about, you're talking about this universe. The universe is not God. The universe is not. Look, I don't go around judging people on what you believe. If what you believe is to call God universe, then that's just you.
Call
If
him.
you want to call God the divine, the spirit, the infinite, it's all about your intentions. It's
Yeah.
all about, you know, what is this to you? Because even this book is trying to be really, really careful. They call God the supreme intelligence.
Yeah.
I like that name.
Ah,
God ain't mad at you. The supreme intelligence. You can choose to call it God.
exactly.
You understand? But what they're saying is that while you are on this earth, while you are in this universe, whatever it is that you desire, whatever it is that you desire, the universe is already so created in a way where it's like a fertile ground.
Right.
It's a fertile ground. So whatever you think, whatever you desire, its job is to provide it.
That's it.
If I if I take a fertile ground, I'm a farmer, and I plant seed on it. That fertile ground's job is to produce what I planted on it.
That's right.
That's his job.
That's right.
The universe's job is to provide, move, do whatever I need to do in order to get you what you just asked for.
That's right. That's
So,
it. And there's no other, there's literally no other. It is that is it. It's gonna provide, you I'm thinking about that fertile ground, right? And I'm thinking about the fertile ground is our environment too, right? Like we talked about the girl who wants, I want to be big girl, blah blah blah.
these guests.
Who are you who are you surrounding yourself with that inspires, or and it doesn't even have to be in direct relation, right, with you, right? But for me, like whenever I travel anywhere, I'm inspired by something.
Mhm.
I'm inspired to like it's like you always, for me, I always learn something.
Yeah,
I always
yeah,
come back with a new thinking, like, ooh,
right.
what to do. There's, like, because you think your environment is what's really gonna help you
Mhm.
cultivate that space, right? So when you plant that seed in the ground, right, it can grow weeds or it can grow and then build this massive thing, right? But what determines what it grows into is that ground, like what
Yeah,
the soil, and then the watering of it, and then the da da da. So just think of like our environment like that. Like we are seeds in whatever environment like we put ourselves into, right?
yes,
Like
yes,
that's what we always tell our children: be careful who you surround your
yeah,
friends.
yeah,
That
yeah,
that's who's gonna influence the things that, you know what I'm saying. So
yeah.
even for us, and for that person wants to do big girls,
Yes, yes. I'm
you
like, what is that?
have to look at your environment and make sure that you're putting yourself in a space where you can continue to grow and be that woman that you see yourself as.
That's
Right?
it.
Like you
That's
plant
it.
the image in your head
Mhm.
and you're like, this is the girl I want to be.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that. Like, this is the girl I want to be. This is the girl I desire. Right. So what do those girls do? How,
Where do they hang out? How
right.
do they dress?
How do they dress? What is it that they do?
Yeah.
What is their charisma? How, like, what is it? So whatever it is that you desire, God already knew you have those desires.
Mhm,
You know what I'm
mhm.
saying? Like, if you even think about how me and you met and how we became friends and sisters and all these
Mm,
things, is like,
yeah.
it's God ordained. God already
Mhm.
knows the people that He needs to put into your circle
Right,
to get you
right.
to that woman that He already saw you as, that
Oh,
woman
yes.
that you're desiring to be.
Yeah, he's just waiting for you. He's
I can
waiting for you to see it.
this girl, and then, oh, this, you know what I'm saying? Like, they can really elevate each other to this level. And, so
It's
if
a
it
beautiful
desires
thing. It's a
to
beautiful
do
thing.
big girls, don't idolize big girls. I can't reach that level. No, how can I be that girl? How
Mhm,
can I be
mhm,
that girl?
mhm, mhm. You might not be that girl, yeah. Because the thing is, people on those levels, like I tell people, you want to be a millionaire? You
Yeah,
want to be a millionaire that sustains million, that maintains million, that is able to always have money flow through her and things like that. How do people like that behave? How do they show up? How do they carry themselves? How do they talk? If that's what you desire, then begin to sit down and see yourself doing that.
Exactly.
Dressing like them, acting like them. It's not like you're idolizing them, just like Coin said. But in order for you to be like them, you got to be on that frequency that they're on. You got to be on that frequency that they're on. It's not like, oh, these person have it better than I do. No, no one has it better.
Oh,
Everybody is just choosing their own path.
exactly.
Everybody is saying, this is what I desire, this is what I want,
Yeah.
and it's working for them.
Yeah.
But if you continue to say this is what I want, but you stay in a negative mindset that it cannot happen for me, or you look out of your area, your neighborhood, and you're looking like everything you see is, instead of seeing abundance, you're just seeing
Scarcity and lack.
like, I don't, you know, when you see that, then that's all you're going to be getting. That's
Exactly.
why I love when you read here that uh that you can definitely get. It says, need not hesitate about asking largely, ask big. It said it is your father's pleasure to give you the kingdom. It's
Hmm.
your father's pleasure to give you everything. It's your father's pleasure. Like
Right.
in one of our courses, one of the lessons that I teach is the one that talks about, who is the one person that you would like to be like.
Mm.
And at the time, I used to always say, "Oh, I like Oprah, how confident she is when she's doing the talk show, da da da." And then I had to go and read about Oprah. I had to go in how she does her shows, how she speaks, how she asks questions, how she. I like that.
Yeah.
So it's not like I want to be Oprah, but I like the way that she do those things.
You
So
saw
you begin to
something
learn
in
that.
you saw something in her that you're like, oh, I can emulate that. I
Yeah,
can do that too.
yeah,
You know. And then I think another thing is don't condemn that which you want to become, right? Like you like this person, you like their persona, you like da 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 da, but don't then condemn them and then say, oh, she thinks she's too good. But there was something you liked in
you're
her,
right.
right? So
Hmm.
why don't you focus on that and be like, oh my God, I love the way you do blah
Yeah,
blah 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 blah.
yeah,
Whatever it is, you
yeah.
know. I think sometimes some people just always wanna like you like something about a person, but you want to be like, oh, she thinks she's
Yeah, she thinks she all that. But then the thing is, that's what you really want to also be, but you'll never get there because of what you're saying about this person.
yeah, and then because you've also now condemned that thing, so then
Yeah,
your body is like, oh well, we can't give her that because she says she don't like that. So your mindset and your negative outlook on you trying to condemn somebody that has something that you want,
that we want.
and now you can't even have that thing you
Yeah,
want it, but you
you
can't
just
have
up
it
against it.
with the person that has it.
Yeah,
So I just it all comes back to our mind and our perspective and our mind, everything like it all comes together.
yeah. I love it. This book just tells me, be kind,
Yeah.
be loving, give people grace.
Yeah.
Stop. I liked in the beginnings where it talked about, when you see people that have money, don't say, "Oh, they stole that."
Right.
They they don't. Whether money stolen, whether money is money. You want money.
Money.
They're using money to do. You want money. When you get your own money, you can do whatever you want to do with it. But don't talk down on money.
Yeah.
Yeah, because somebody else have it and say,
Right.
"Oh, they stole it or they did this." That's not your business. You want money, then this is what you say. If they can have it, I can have it too. If God can do it for them, He can do it for me.
The same God, I always say, the same God who did it for that person is still the same God that's on the throne. And guess what? He did it for that person. He could do it for me.
He'll do it for you. Period. So this thing of looking upon poverty as a part of the plan. Poverty is not a part of the plan.
Mm,
Living less is not a part of the plan.
Because
What's
Jesus never
happening?
lacked anything. He did not lack anything. You
No.
feed 5,000 people when you're lacking.
How? How
Yeah,
can
you can't. He never lacked anything.
you?
So I just pray that we get to a space where we're able to just help people understand that there's abundance. We can have whatever we want. We can literally have whatever we want. There's no
Whatever.
limits.
It's that.
There's
It's
no
that.
limit. We plant the image in our mind. There's nothing we cannot attain.
That's it. That's it. So this chapter right here was how riches come to you. This is how riches come to you. Remember to give more in value than you're taking from people.
That's right.
Remember, if you're a business person, bless your employees,
Yeah.
bless the people that are around you, bless people that are working for you. I know people that treat their workers like they're their slaves. They're not your slaves.
Mm,
You understand? Thank God that you are where you are, but doesn't mean that you can't do better for them. Doesn't mean that you can't be a blessing to them.
absolutely.
You know, and in doing that, God would always bless you.
Always.
So I'm so grateful for this chapter. This chapter was really, really good. Remember this: God wants, he wants you to have the best of the best.
Yeah.
Remember, He says, "I want hands to build wonderful structures, to play divine harmonies." I like the way He said the good food and the beauty.
How else is he going to experience all this goodness? You know, he has given somebody the skills to cook this magnificent food. God wants us to go out and go taste it. Like, there's so much beauty. You know, I was thinking back as to when we went to Dubai, and I was like, I 2025, by God's grace, I'm gonna do another trip with you because I felt like we had such a good time.
So much fun.
You know, and it's always good to go around people that are like, let's go shopping, let's do this, and let's
Free your mind from the hustle and bustle of life. My God,
because
live.
people might look at me and think, oh, I love going shopping. I really don't like going to the malls. I really don't. I could
I
care less.
noticed that when we got to the perfume area. She was like,
Yeah,
"How
I truly don't. I could care less.
much perfume do you need?"
Sometimes I could be online, I could spend so much money, and I was just online, you know. But it's always good to go with somebody else that likes going to the mall and just be like, okay, I'm just gonna live and I'm just gonna enjoy in this moment, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
to me, I just think it's beautiful, you know. So it's like somebody might not always do exactly what you like to do, but from what they enjoy to do, you can enjoy in their enjoyness, you know.
Yeah.
And for me, I had a great time. We did
Yeah.
Givenchy, we bought shoes, we tried bags. We were enjoying ourselves. Went to the perfume store, got a whole bunch of perfume.
Yes.
We went shopping, and so it's good. It was good. So pray this next 2025. I got this. I'm going somewhere with you. I don't know where we're going, but we're going somewhere.
We're going somewhere.
Somewhere outside.
I can just imagine where we could go because I know where I can take you. You have a lot of fun. I know exactly where I can
I'm ready. Let's go. Let me know when and let's plan it. You know, because
let's do it. Let's do it.
And
I'm
you know, we
excited.
can go with our husbands, and you know, they could be talking, and then we could be
Let them do their thing. We're gonna do our thing. Oh my, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. And I tell people, I said, for you to have really good people in your life, you also have to learn how to be a very, very good person.
absolutely.
Now, and this is another thing. Not everybody's gonna like you. Not everybody's gonna love you, and that's okay, sweetheart. Love yourself.
It's okay. Yeah.
It is so okay because people are people.
Yeah.
They're people. What you're learning, everything that you're getting here, a lot of them are not getting it. You know, maybe you can send it to them, let them get it, so that you can have you can have beautiful people around you.
Yeah.
You know, those are things that you can also sit down and pray for. But you also have to understand that you are attracting who you are.
Yeah.
The people around you are literally what's inside of you. That's why they get attracted to you.
That's right.
Until you uplift or begin to add value to what's already inside you, then you begin to meet bigger, better, and all that, whatever people. So with all of that being said, we just want to thank you all for being here, for showing up for us all the time. If you have any comments, any questions, anything, just let us know. We're excited. We're two sisters we love life, we love God.
Yes.
We love family. Every day we're just doing it every day. Like, I don't think about it. I just do it. That's just it. So
just doing it. We're just doing it. We're doing and we're walking in God's abundance and really just living the life that we know He has called us to live, which is a life of abundance, a life of truth, a life of
living freedom.
Yeah, but no, it's true. It's true. And we're enjoying it and it's good.
It's good. Thank you guys so much. God bless you. Take care of yourselves.
Bye.
Bye.